Alright, so we got some rain overnight. It's actually starting to dry off the paint here. So we kind of look at some of the coatings here that have remaining water on there. So again, we've got the Adams. So the paint's dirty, right? Because this car sits outside. So we got Adams here, and you can see the brake line with the here with the tape. So we can actually just scroll over, and the tape line would be there. This is C-Quartz light. Pretty good. C-Quartz UK 3.0 doesn't have a lot of water on there, so I'm just kind of giving you guys ideas. There's the tape line. So now we're back to the Adams paint coating here. Okay, I'm going to pan over. This is TiO2, getting hard to tell, and here would be SPS graphene. Trying to get some of the tighter water beads. Okay, next to it is IGL. And we scroll back down here. So right here we're kind of losing some of the water. This would have been beadlock. And the jade stuff. So these areas are not as clearly defined. Same thing with the Drexler stuff, which would be right here. Let me walk over to the other side. Okay, so this is 22 PLE HPC. This would be the new Insanity coating. There's the tape line. Okay, so here's one. Here's Geon Mose, and if I pan out, you can see that Geon Mose is not going to be a heavy water beading type product, so a lot of the water is just going to sit flat. It looks like there's really nothing there. Then we pan over to the other side. This is Geon Synchro, which looks really awesome with skin on top. Looks real good. And we pan over to the next one here, and we've got Can Coat, which looks really good. So again, we don't have a lot of standing water on here from the rain, but just to give you an idea of what these coatings look like. Drexler is going to look similar to Mose. There's not a lot of water in here, so I really can't get a lot of good feedback, but at least we kind of see that they're working from the first rain. The next one I'll do a quick wash, but you can actually kind of see the difference between a coating that's hydrophobic and more hydrophilic, right? Especially with this Geon Mose and Synchro. Alright, so stay tuned for the next one, which will be the first wash. I'll probably do that this weekend. I'm gonna just tag it on with this video. Alright, okay, welcome back everyone. So this is gonna be the first wash video since I put the coatings on the roof of my Grand Prix. So the first part of this video, you're gonna see the after effects of when it rained. So the paint's really not that dirty because the rain kind of took off a lot of the dirt since we got the coatings on here. But like I was saying, that'll be the first part. We'll get a baseline with what the beading looks like when the paint is dirty for after a few days. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it with Shine Supply Shift. So for those of you not familiar with this product, again, it's just a pure shampoo. It's got no waxes, polymers, none of that stuff, no gloss enhancer. It's just a straight up shampoo. And you can see it's designed for ceramic coatings. Pretty good shampoo. If you wash weekly or bi-weekly, then this is going to be good, but if you wait longer than that, it's kind of weak at removing a lot of the grime. You know, it's no the copper reset's still stronger than this, but you can alternate between the two. Even McGuire's Hyper Wash is stronger than this in terms of cleanability, and I find Adams to be a little easier, I shouldn't say easier, a little stronger than Shine Supply Shift, but this is still good. So we're going to go ahead and use this. I am going to go ahead and just do my normal wash routine, wheels first, paint. I'm not going to show you guys me soaping up the car and everything. I'll come back. I'm going to blow dry it off with the McKees, at least the roof portion. Then I'll put the GoPro on and I'll mist the surface on the roof. We'll check out the water beading of each one, and then we'll do a quick water sheeting of each product, and we'll see how they behave with one another, or compared to one another, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks. So stay tuned for that part. Okay, so I wanted to come in and show something real quick. think it's pretty interesting. I want to show you something about. I just finished, but I saw this that was interesting. I'm gonna go over it with a wash mitt here, but we're gonna do again. The center here has got SPS, and we've got IGL, Drexler with the top coat, the full version of it. And then we just got Drexler base. We've got UK 3.0, and then Sequart slide over here. We have Adams spray coating, the Adams paint coatings around here, Sequart's TiO2. Bead lock, then we got the 2 Jade products, but I want to just show you the way it repels shampoo. If we go over it, you can actually see SPS and IGL right next to it here. You can start seeing them peek through. Sequart UK again starting to peek through there. So those are fighting the shampoo off with their hydrophobic properties. Some of these other ones are starting to fight slowly. Here we're starting to see a break. I believe this is the Sequart's TiO2 section, and then there's like a little section, where was it at? Right here, with the Adams coating. So you can see that the SPS and IGL, and then we got Sequart UK starting to repel it. Let me go on the other side. These are going to take a little bit more time. I'm going to flip my wash mitt over. I finished washing this thing, at least scrubbing it down here. Okay, and then we're going to go this. That's a couple of passes. And you can see immediately this is the Geon Synchro, so that's skin sitting on top of Moe's. And that removed a lot of it. This is can coat in this section here. This is Geon Moe's. This is Insanity, which is starting to peek through. And then HPC, which is also starting to peek through with some of the break in the suds. So just I want to point that out, that Geon Synchro, when skin is working, is pretty impressive. So I just want to kind of show you the way these coatings fight off like shampoo when you're washing it, so you can kind of get an idea of how these things react to water and shampoo. So next I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse this off, and then we'll come back and we'll check out the beading and all that good stuff. All right, so this is going to be the beading portion of this test. We'll also do the sheeting for it, so hopefully this works out pretty well. I got most of the water off the surface. Let's go ahead and just mist everything here. Let's see if I can reach over there. I want to get as much water on there as I can. Okay, so that's going to be the sheeting, actually the beading portion. Let me drop the hose here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys in with my iPhone to kind of give you a better representation of what the beading looks like, because you guys can't really see it. But here's a good thing: I'm able to see the tape lines in all these sections here, so I can actually tell where the coating is at. You know, here's the line, here's the line, here's the line, you know, here's the tape line. So at least we're able to see that. We can actually kind of, that's a good thing. We're going to go ahead and pop, like I said, I'll just bring it with the iPhone, and then we'll kind of take a closer look of the beading of each product. Okay, so now I brought you in with my iPhone. We're going to show you the water beading from each section. We'll start with SPS first, then we'll just work our way around, and I'll just kind of give you an idea of the name of the coating that's there. So let's go ahead and look at, here's SPS. That looks real nice. Contact angle of 125 is what's claimed. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and go to Sequart UK 3.0. Real nice, 110-degree contact angle. And we're going to go over to Sequart's Light. Again, 110-degree contact angle, very similar. So I'm going to pan over to the IGL quartz side. Looks real nice. I don't know what the contact angle is on that, but we got, you know, tighter water beading in there. I suspect it's 110 also. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and this is the Drexler 2-part coating. I don't know what their contact angle is. I can't remember. I have to ask them again, see if I can get that information. And here's their base coat. So you can see that this one doesn't have that tight water beading. This looks like it's like like around 100 if I had to guess. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and look at the jade ice section. Looks real nice. Looks like it's 110. I'll have to see if I can find out what the contact angle is. Here's the jade quartz side, very similar. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and this is bead lock. I have to double check and see if this is 110. If not, I'll ask Jeremy. But that looks pretty good. Okay, here's C-Quartz TiO2, 110 degree contact angle. Looks real good. And this is the Adams paint coating. I don't know the contact angle. I'm trying to figure out what this one is because it looks tighter than 110, maybe 115. And then here's the spray coating from Adams, which looks good. Probably in the neighborhood of 100. So let me go ahead and get off the stool here so I don't make sure I don't slip, and we'll go on the other side. Okay, so let's see if I got water. Yeah, okay, good. So here's 22 PLE HPC. I mean, this is HPC. Sorry. It's again real nice. I think theirs is also 110. Okay, we're gonna go over to Insanity, which is their new coating. Looks real nice. I'm gonna have to find out, see if I can get information as to what the contact angle is on here. They don't really post that information for these guys, but their coatings all look very similar. I think HPC, they look about the same. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. So this is Mohs, and you expect this from Mohs, just to kind of give you an idea. That's not the most hydrophobic coating. It looks like you're looking at uncoated paint. So I just want to mention that. That's what it's going to look like. But check out the difference between, this is Geon Mohs by itself. Here's Geon Synchro, which is Mohs topped with skin. And you get that real tight water beading. Their contact angle for skin is 120. Very close to SPS. Here's the tighter water beading stuff. It just depends on what the angle of the hose I was holding, but here's the bigger stuff. So skin, when it's working, it's really nice. Here's Geon Can Coat. I think they claim it's either 90 or 100, somewhere in that range. Here's a good picture of what 120 looks like compared to the like 100. So that's what's going on with the water beading here. At least we can kind of see, like I said, where the coating stops here by section. So that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and do the sheeting, and we'll get back to the GoPro from there. Okay, so now I'm back on the GoPro, and we're gonna go ahead and just sheet everything on here, just to give you an idea of what this thing, what each coating does. So I'm gonna start SPS. We'll work this way, kind of sheet these guys that way, and then we'll sheet like from IGL this way. So hopefully this works out pretty good. I don't know if I can get the other side. I'll try. I think I can. Okay, so here's Geon Mohs into Synchro. So you can see Mohs is more hydrophilic. Can Coat was pretty good on its own. Here's Mohs again. Okay, so then here's SPS. So pretty good. Here's UK, and here's C-Quartz Light. So all very similar in terms of their sheeting ability. Pretty quick. Okay. TiO2, Adams paint coating, Adams spray coating. So you can see that spray coating is a little slower. Adams paint coating is pretty fast, and TiO2 is a little slower. Okay, hopefully I can do this real quick. So here's the 22 PLE Insanity. Pretty quick. see how they look. So Insanity's a little quicker, not by much. Here's IGL, Drexler, base coat, top coat, and then just Drexler by itself, base coat. That's IGL. You can see how much slower the Drexler stuff is. Okay, so the base coat actually sheeted more water off than the base coat, top coat combination. Okay, and then I'm going to work this way. This is Jade Ice, Jade Quartz, and then Beadlock. So Jade Ice, that's actually pretty nice. Here's Jade Quartz, very similar. And then here's Beadlock. A little slower, but still, you know, they're all very similar. So again, that's the sheeting of all these coatings. So far they're all doing pretty well. Like I said, we can actually see the transition portions with the tape lines that don't have any ceramic coating. So I hope that gives you a good idea of how these coatings behave. We'll keep an eye on it, but again, just so you guys know that the Mohs side looks like it's unprotected paint because it's more hydrophilic. Same thing with the Drexler stuff. All the rest have typical behavior in terms of tight water beading, fast sheet rate. They look identical, other than SPS has got a tighter water beading. So in terms of water beading, it's SPS, Geon, Synchro, Adams, and then all the other ones are very similar in terms of 110. Mohs is at the very bottom. Drexler I'd put towards the right above Mohs from the bottom. But all the rest look very similar. So again, we'll see what they're like in 3 months. If anything comes up in terms of these coatings, like if say one of these sections here all of a sudden starts to drop in performance, I will go ahead and post that, and then we'll keep an eye on it. But that's really what's going on. Hopefully these light coatings perform very well, and then that'd be pretty interesting if they compete just as with some of the professional stuff. Same thing with some of these other guys. So let's keep an eye on those, and we'll be back in 3 months with the next update. So just one last video as I wrap up this first wash video. This is starting to get dewy here, so temperature's getting cooler, but you can actually see each area where coatings apply to. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually able to see what's going on with some of these coatings as well. The ones that don't have anything, this is the Drexler base coat, top coat, and then that's Geon Mohs. So again, it's just kind of the way that they react with moisture as the air starts to cool down overnight. So it's pretty cool. And again, you can see the tape lines pretty consistent here. That's why I'm able to tell where the coating's at and where it's not at. So we'll see how they look in 3 months. Again, if something happens with one of these coatings, I will post it up. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. It's going to be a long one. I know 3 months is a long time to wait, but yeah, it'll be here soon. All right, thanks.